Hello, my name is Rachel Klein, and I'm going to be your instructor for short stories this term. I'm really excited to teach this course. I actually developed it last fall, and you are the first opportunity that I'm getting to teach it. So I'm really excited for it. It's probably my favorite course I've ever developed, so I hope it's my favorite course to teach too. I'm going to post also, in addition to this video, a short video that's like an intro video that just talks a little about myself. It's a new technology tool that I was playing with, so I just, wanted to get some experience playing with it. So in lieu of talking about myself in this video, I'm actually just going to really be talking about the course and about online teaching. So first and foremost, I don't know what your experience is in taking English courses in higher ed. So I'm looking forward to reading your intro post to get a little insight about who you are and why you're taking this course. But I just want to be very upfront with the fact that this is an English course and there's a lot of reading and a lot of writing in this course. The readings are short because it's short stories, but there's a lot. There's a lot of it. In order to cover what we would normally have covered in a traditional 15-week term, it's all condensed into 5 weeks. So there is several short stories that you're going to be reading every week, a few discussions, and an assignment due almost every week. And so I want to bring this up to you from the very beginning of the course so that you can take some time to figure out a plan that's going to work for yourself. Traditionally, in online courses, it is essential to replicate those conversations that you would have in the classroom, right? And the only way to really do that, or the most traditional way to do that, is using the discussion board feature in your learning management system. So in Canvas, you'll be doing discussions with each other about the readings. In order to have a conversation that builds off of each other, you have to have separate due dates, right? You can't just do everything on Sunday because then you don't have enough time to read each other's posts and to respond to each other's posts. So we have due dates set for Thursdays for initial posts and discussion boards. Any discussion board that requires for you to engage with each other, your initial post to the question is due by the end of the day on Thursday, and then replies are due by Sunday, so that you have a few days to go back, read each other's posts, and respond to them. I understand that this is a lot, and because there are different discussions each week based on different readings, I just want you to think about how you're going to divide your time. I don't necessarily think it's a good idea to plan to do all of your work on Thursday. I'm going to do all my readings and all my posts on Thursday. It will be a lot of work. My suggestion would be, if you can take 10 or 15 minutes each day, sit down and just read a short story that you're assigned that week each day. Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, just read the stories so that when you sit down on Thursday to actually write out your post, you don't necessarily have to deeply reread the stories. That's just a suggestion. Of course, you can do whatever you want to manage your time and your work. It's just a suggestion so that you don't feel overwhelmed in that first week. Couple of other things that I just want to mention. It is a summer class, and I understand that you have other things going on. As long as you communicate with me before a due date, I will be flexible with you to give you extensions and things like that. You just have to make sure that we are having a conversation before the due date passes. If the due date passes, you'll be held to the policies that are in the syllabus. So make sure that you take a look at the syllabus so that you understand what the late policies are. I want to say that's it for now. I want you to feel free to reach out to me at any time with questions and concerns. Email is probably the easiest way to reach out to me. You can email me directly through Canvas. But if at any point in time you want to have a one-on-one conversation, I'd be happy to chat over the phone, or we can do Zoom meetings or anything like that. Just let me know. Our first module that we're going to be starting is personal identity, which I think is really interesting. One other quick thing that I just want to mention, that we're thinking about what these first readings are. Short stories can be more difficult to read than novels because they're short, right? The author doesn't have a lot of time necessarily to unpack who the characters are. So it's up to us as readers to really digest and to make inferences and sometimes assumptions on what exactly is going on and what the purposes of the stories are. I think that's really fun. don't be nervous about being wrong, right? There's no wrong here. We're just trying to gain some insight into what we think about these short stories. So I'll leave that short for now because I know that if I go over 5 minutes, the likelihood of anyone watching this whole video is very small. But I look forward to working with you all this term, and we will talk soon. Thanks.